This is the FS2000, which is a 5.56 caliber bullpup. Now in 1986, the laws changed. We used to be able to buy machine guns and just simply pay a $200 tax, and if you lived in a state like Indiana, you could just buy the machine gun and a couple of months later take it home. That's not the case anymore. Today we're, for the most part, relegated to semi-automatic rifles like this one. You can still shoot it pretty fast, but it's just not the same as a full auto. If you're one of the lucky few that's a Class 3 dealer or a C2 manufacturer, you can own things like this. This is the F2000, the full auto version of the rifle we just fired. Check this out. That is sweet. That is very sweet. The F2000 is an interesting design. Of course, it is a bullpup, but it solves one of the major problems that bullpups had over the years, and that was the fact that bullpups that eject back here are difficult to shoot in the offhand. Now, I'm right-handed. If I shoot this with the offhand, if I have an ejection port right here, it's kicking the brass back into my face. The F2000 solved that problem by making the ejection port out the front. So it has a chute that runs the full length of the rifle, and it kicks the empties out the front, so you can shoot it right or left-hand side. To access the gun, since you don't have an ejection port, you have this top cover that you can flip up that gives you access to the chamber area. It allows you to see what's going on inside the gun. The charging handle for the weapon is on this side, and it's an HK-style charging system. This is one of the parts of the gun that really isn't too ambidextrous. If you're firing left-handed, you do have to reach over the gun to charge the weapon or to clear the weapon if it malfunctions. Overall, the handiness of the weapon really is what shines. It's very short, compact. Most of the weight's back here, so it makes it very easy to keep shouldered for extended periods of time and to move quickly from one target to the next. The selector lever is down here in the trigger guard. It's a 3-position selector. You have safe, and it just rotates semi and full. Let me show you how that works. The magazine well is back here in the buttstock. Insert the magazine, charge the weapon, and then with your index finger, your firing finger, you just click it to semi-automatic, which is the first click. To go to full auto, you just turn that knob one more position and hold the trigger back. It's a very cool little weapon. I'm going to do a quick controllability demonstration using first the Colt M4, which is kind of a standard. Most of you guys out there know the characteristics of the M4 rifle. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the F2000. Have a target up down here at about 10 yards. I'm going to dump 30 rounds into it and try to hold on for as best I can. Let's see what happens. Now we're going to do the same thing with the F2000. Let's see how the F2000 does. So we took a look at how the M4 did in a 30-round mag dump at about 10 yards and the F2000. Just for kicks, I'm going to try the same thing with the SCAR Mk17. Let's see how it does. This is what it looks like after a 20-round mag dump out of the SCAR Mk17. Had 3 rounds up here, but I was able to pull it back down into a fairly decent group, which kind of surprised me. The thing does have fairly violent recoil. It's a 308, but it's also very controllable for a 308. It was fun to do. The cyclic rate really helps. The cyclic rate, again, is around 650 rounds per minute or something like that. We just got done firing the Mk17. This is the Mk16, its little brother. Notice I didn't say 16S, and again, this is why. Back out here with the Mk17. Now the Mk17 is a 308 caliber rifle, and this is fully automatic. Now this rifle is surprisingly controllable despite the fact that it's 308 caliber, and that's even including this Yankee Hill flash suppressor QD mount. I don't have the PWS brake on the weapon. Let's take a look at it being fired. You'll notice it pushes you around quite a bit, but it's not totally uncontrollable. Now it gets even better. This is a Yankee Hill suppressor, which I'm going to stick on the QD mount. Put a fresh magazine in. Take my ears off. Quite a bit of gas, but totally controllable. And that suppressor works really well. It doesn't ring my ears at all. Pretty slick setup. Well guys, I'm sorry to say it's time to close the video for this afternoon. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at some of these really great FN products. I also would like to thank Jim from Stryker Enterprises and TTS for bringing out all these cool toys and the ammunition. I'll put a link to Stryker Enterprises and TTS in the link below. Anyway, if you guys have any questions about the stuff you saw out here this afternoon, you can ask those questions on our Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/militaryarms. As always, everybody, thanks for watching, thanks for those subs, and we'll talk to you guys soon.